Okay, ready to roll? Well, welcome everybody to the Oakdale City Council regular meeting, September 22. Sue, would you do roll, please?
Councilmember Ingebrigtsen.
Here.
Councilmember Olson.
Here.
Councilmember Sliver.
Here.
Councilmember Zabel.
Here.
Mayor Winke.
Here. Please join me now in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First up on our agenda tonight is discussion and a recommendation about the 2021 preliminary levy. Chris, are you going to take this for us, or Chelsea?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, City Council members, as we've been through several iterations of this, we've been able to kind of narrow down the funding proposal or the budget proposal simply for what is mandatory costs, which are salaries and benefits, et cetera. What we have this year and just a few additional changes like adding 3 more firefighters to head towards our career firefighting department as an example. There's a couple things like that. So what's before you tonight is a preliminary budget proposal of a 3.9 tax rate increase. And I don't have that final dollar number. We'll have to insert it once we do the calculation because that just came up today, that it was a little different. But the point is the 3.9% increase in the tax levy rate for Oakdale for the city share. That is what's before you today as a proposal.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Volkers. Councilors, any questions?
I have a question.
Kevin?
And Chris, maybe this is a question for Jim, I'm not sure. So the resolution in front of us adopts the, let me make sure I get this right. So adopts the tax levy. I assume that's as a dollar amount, you know,
It
'cause
will
we.
be.
So
Yes.
are we able to adopt this resolution if we don't have that dollar amount?
I'm asking for the proposal to be whatever is the dollar amount equals 3.9 tax rate increase, because we still have to go through all the iterations,
Yep.
because we just changed it today
right,
at the
we did.
workshop. So I don't have that dollar, it'll be 13 million something, but I need to get the right number.
So I guess my question,
Let's go over to Jim.
yeah, because I guess the resolution we have in front of us, it doesn't exactly have a slot for, you know, what that 3.9% is. I just want to make sure we do this right.
Mr. Thompson?
Mr.
help
Mayor,
us
members
out.
of council, what the resolution does actually references an attached levy, and you'll see there's really no attachment to it. So I think the direction, when the resolution's adopted, the direction will be to attach the levy equal to a 3.9% tax increase.
Okay.
Okay. Kevin, are you okay with that?
Yes. Yep, I'm good.
Council, is there anything else for Chris or for Jim? Let me make a comment that this is a process that I think started, where's Chelsea? Chelsea, we started working this in April,
Yeah.
and it continues, and it's a very involved process. Public is always invited to participate, and again, the actions are tonight are state mandated time for adopting this preliminary levy, and so this preliminary levy is going to undergo continued scrutiny, continued evaluation, ensuring that we're making the best decisions for the city as possible. And with that, let me ask for a recommendation, please, a motion.
I'll make a motion to waive reading, and adopt resolution number 2020, adopting the proposed 2021 tax levy and establishing the truth and taxation presentation for December 8th, 2020 at 6 p.m.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Then that motion passes as presented. And that's a 3.9 maximum increase. Thank you. Next up on our agenda are 2 sets of meeting minutes. The first one dealing with the City Council workshop, July 28. Upon review, did you note any clarifications or corrections? Could I have a motion then, please?
So moved.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those meeting minutes are approved as presented. The second set in front of us is from our regular meeting, September 8. You know, I'm sorry, I got to back up a little bit, and it's just a point of clarification. I think I said the regular city council meeting on July 28 on the last one. It was really just a workshop.
It was a workshop.
It was still a meeting, so I'm not going to go backwards, but, so this one is September 8, city council meeting. Mr. Jake.
Yeah, on page 19, when the roll call vote, my last name is spelled wrong.
Okay,
And
that,
the door is right,
yeah.
and we have somebody to escort you. Okay, anything else?
I don't know if it matters, but I
We,
noticed it, so,
we can,
yeah.
Got the G, or the D.
Could I have a motion then, please?
motion to approve with correcting his name.
Yes.
Okay?
And I'll second that.
The motion and the second, any discussion?
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes as adjusted. Next up on our agenda is time for open forum. First, we're going to do a proclamation, and then we're going to open up to anybody in the audience who would like to state something or share something with us. When that time comes, I'd invite that person or those persons to come to the podium, state your name and address, and then share the piece of information that you'd like to. Typically, it's around 3 minutes or so, and then we'll take it from there. But first, up on the list is this proclamation dealing with Constitution Week. So the State of Minnesota City of Oakdale proclamation, whereas September 17th, 2020, marked the 233rd anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitution Convention. And whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees that issuing of the proclamation each year by the President of the United States designated September 17th to the 23rd as Constitution Week. Therefore, I, Paul Reinke, the Mayor of Oakdale, Minnesota, here proclaim September 17 to the 23rd as Constitution Week. In witness thereof, I have hereby set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Oakdale to be affixed on this 22nd day of September, 2020. So now we're going to go to the part that anybody in the audience would like to share a comment. Please come forward and talk about what's on your mind. Seeing none, I'm going to bring it back forward and move on to the next item, which is the consensus motions. Tonight we have in front of us A through F. Councilors, did you want to remove any of them? Could I have a motion then, please?
I'll make a motion to approve consensus motions A through F as presented.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those motions are approved as presented. Thank you. Next up is the appointment of two members to the Park and Recreation two new commissioners to the Parks and Recreation Commission. Earlier tonight, we had a chance to interview and converse with Mr. Giles and Mr. Giannini.
It's fast.
I know, if I say it fast. So Mr. Giles and Mr. Giannini, and boy, they were just really good candidates, I thought.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Councilors, any other comments that you'd like to make? And could I get a motion then, please?
I'll make a motion to appoint Mark Giannini to the Parks and Recreation Commission, term to begin September 23rd, 2020, term to expire June 30th, 2021.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Then that motion passes as presented. Could I have another motion for Mr. Giles?
I'll make a motion to appoint Freddie Giles to the Parks and Recreation Commission, term to begin September 23rd, 2020, term to expire June 30th, 2023.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any additional discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion passes as presented also. So welcome, you guys. We're looking forward to your involvement in the city, and that's really a good deal. Next up, we have the Oakdale Athletic Association authorizing some additional work at the Tanner's Ball Field. Who's going to take this? Chris or
Oh, boy.
Julie or?
We have it.
Well, it doesn't say on the agenda that there's a presentation.
No, no, there's a, we got a copy of it.
And if you just,
Sorry, folks.
that's okay.
City Clerk, Sue, what were we going to do with this one? I, the contract.
Yeah. So
Yes,
let me bring it
yes.
back up. I'm sorry, because we can address it right here up
Yes.
at the dais, because we all have the
We
agreement,
have we have the agreement, it's,
and we have the estimate.
yep.
And so counselors,
And-
let me just take it this way, counselors, were there any questions upon your review of this information?
Because this is actually being paid by OAA.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So could I have a motion then, if there's no questions, to enter into this agreement?
I'll make a motion to authorize the appropriate city staff to enter into an agreement with the Oakdale Athletic Association for drain tile improvements at Ted Berth Memorial Ball Field in Tanners Park.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any additional discussion? Can I have, then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion passes as presented. Next up, we have meeting minutes from the Oakdale Planning Commission, and they are from August 6, 2020. Upon review, was there any discussion or questions? Okay, then we're just going to acknowledge that we received them. Next up would be the city attorney, Mr. Thompson. Sir,
Mr. Mayor, members of council, nothing specific to report, but happy to answer questions.
counselors, anything for Jim? Okay, thank you, Jim. Ms. Volkers, administrator's report.
Mr. Mayor, City Council, I do have one thing to report. So I sit on the board, apparently, of the East Metro Strong Group, and we had a meeting the other day, and there is discussion about transferring that group or transitioning that group to a 501c3 group, and with membership and paid membership on it. Now, they do provide a lot of support for transportation projects, but I wanted to give you a heads up that there will be more discussion about that, and I will keep you updated on where that's going, so FYI.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'll take any questions.
And
anybody
counselors,
has.
anything for Chris? Okay, thank you, Chris. Next up is on the council presentations. How about if I take these three items, just announcements, and then counselors can chime in after that. So the first one is that farmers market is that there's only 2 more farmers markets this season. So stop by the City Hall parking lot tomorrow and next Wednesday from 2 to 6 p.m., where you'll find fresh fruits and vegetables, baked goods, syrup and jam, fresh flowers, and much, much more. And you'll also find a food truck or 2. Second item would be dealing with early voting. So county residents wanting to vote early or by absentee ballot may do so at City Hall Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30. You may also request a mailed ballot at the Washington County address, which is www.co.washington.mn.us, or by calling 651-430-6175. Again, that's dealing with requesting a mailed ballot. Finally, election judges. And election judges are an integral part of this voting process, arguably the most integral. So if you're looking for a fulfilling way to serve your community, please consider being an election judge. Judges are paid, training is provided, and you can choose your own hours. So to learn more, please call 651-430-6175. Counselors, do you have anything else that you want to add?
I have one.
Good.
I'm going to throw one out there. None of you know about this, but it was on our Oakdale Facebook. I would like to put out a challenge to all of us on council and Chris to do the Meals from the Heart challenge. I just think it's a great event, and it would be a good way for us to do something for our community.
I am
So-
registered already.
What?
I am registered already.
Oh, you
So,
are?
yes,
You're
I
already
am.
taken, huh?
Yep, yep.
You're already on a team, so because you need 6. So.
Oh, I'm sure I can be borrowed over.
Okay.
I was going to do it with staff, but either way.
Okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
so it's October 22nd, and we can pick our times. I think the last time 6:30 or something, 6 or 6:30. So it's just for 1 hour.
Can you send us the information?
Yeah, I've got a flyer on it.
Yeah,
Glad to.
I
yeah,
see no reason not to.
yeah.
It's a real cool thing.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
it is. So I'm just offering, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay?
What else do you got?
That's it. I'm sorry. I just had to throw
good.
that out there.
Jake, anything?
Nope.
Kevin?
Nope.
Suzie? Let me tell you about one thing, one additional thing, and this is for the East Metro Mayors Association. So this is something brand new that we don't have yet, and I was asked by the lobbyist group with
L
ex-mayor
something,
Randy
yeah.
Kelly and these really powerful people. I can't think of the name, I'm sorry. Yes.
Lockridge, Grindle, Nowen.
Yes.
And so the notion is that the East Metro is fragmented, smaller cities, multiple cities, in comparison to the North Metro or the West Metro. And so the idea has been germinating for a little while to try to establish an East Metro Mayors Association and then engage a lobbyist, engage somebody to help facilitate and bring our issues pointedly and in good manner, either a money request or an issue request or whatever is important to us. We had a Zoom meeting and there were probably 26, 22 people on it, including Senator Klobuchar joined us for a little while, or joined the meeting for a little while. And at the end of the day, I think the general consensus was yes, there is a need for an organized effort for the East Metro to do a better job lobbying, better job clarifying our priorities, and asking or presenting the ask, whether it's state, local, or federal. The issue became money. And in this situation where we're all being careful about our dollars, my request was to come back possibly next year and let's spend some more time about how the dollars might work. But I just could not, in good conscience, ask for $4,000 to $6,000 to $12,000 for this this organization yet. So you'll hear more about that, I'm sure, as time goes on, as years goes on. Okay. Anything else? So then finally on our agenda is our summary of claim rosters. And before us tonight is the claims for September 5th through September 18th, 2020, amounting to $1,413,342.76. Upon review, did any counselor have a question about any of these items? Okay, can I have a motion then, please?
Motion to approve claims as presented.
There's a motion, can I have a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any additional conversation? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those claims are approved as presented. Finally, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Then this meeting is adjourned. Thank you and good night.